Oh, all those weaknesses making me so hungry on so early in the morning. Well, listen, our regular parenting expert, Nikki Bush, joins us in studio. And we're talking about, as a parent, switching off from mode work and switching on parenting mode. And Nikki Bush has all the answers.
With many moms and dads working full-time these days, children are often in aftercare or they're at home with a caregiver in the afternoons. Now, while parents can't wait to get home to their kids after a busy day, their reunion is not always a bed of roses. This morning, we chat to our creative parenting expert and author, Nikki Bush, about how to smooth the reconnection process. Nikki, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Leanne.
This is a very important topic. I know I struggled with this so much, getting home, and I know that my parents worked a full day of work. What is the dynamics that take place when a parent gets home after a long day to reconnect with their kids?
So you're coming home tired, you're coming home in need of a bit of attention, you're coming home actually having to face children, chores, cooking the dinner, getting them ready for bed, homework, all those things.
I'm exhausted already.
And children are also tired and they're also in need of attention, and they have maybe been without you all day. And so what often happens is they shut themselves up in an emotional tower to protect themselves because all they want is their mum or dad. And when you come home, you're expecting this, mummy, mummy, daddy, daddy. And so often it's not like a movie ending. And you also get the situation where maybe you've been out of town for a day or a couple of days, or maybe just you've had a couple's weekend away and you come home, you've got a little gift for your children and they reject you. And it's so painful. And there are moments where you actually want to threaten, you know what, I'm going to walk outside that door and I'm going to come back, let's try this again, because it's so bad. So understand that children have put themselves in this tower, and we as parents have got to get themselves out of the emotional tower, where there's maybe some residual resentment, some residual anger because you haven't been there. It's only natural. And so we have to have some techniques to help our children get out of that tower.
So what you're basically saying is children disconnect from their parents in order to protect themselves from the disappointment of a parent who maybe doesn't have time, is too busy, that kind of thing.
Exactly. So we can't carry the guilt monkey on our shoulders all day because we have to work, but that means we have to be on purpose and awake and conscious when we get home to respond in the right way to our children. So children, remember, are very physical, very concrete. And often when we come home, we might take a phone call as we walk through the door. Now, you haven't seen your children all day. Don't do that. Pack that phone away, leave it in the car, switch it off for the first half hour. Don't let it interrupt this reconnection, rebonding time. And children like to be physical. So if they're little, they might be clamoring around you and on you. They might be very irritable. If they are, you can turn this around and be physical and get down on your hands and knees and wrestle with them. Let them get those sillies out, those pricklies out of their system by pushing against you. Just gentle wrestling, rolling around on the floor. Very little children, you can lie on the floor and let them climb all over you and pull your hair and poke your eyes, things like that. And if they're throwing a tantrum or a hissy fit, sometimes the best thing to do is to just hold them tightly and let them cry themselves out. And within 30 seconds, 60 seconds, it's over. But they did it in the safety of your arms.
Oh, I love this. I feel like we could sit here all day, but we can't. So if you love this, if this is really, really good stuff, then you need to stay tuned. Nikki's not going anywhere. We're going to talk about how to reconnect with your child after a long day of work.